September 2025. Apple announces the iPhone 15. You're watching the keynote. The new camera is slightly better. The processor is slightly faster. There's a new color. Your iPhone 13 is sitting in your hand. It works perfectly. Does everything you need. You've had it for 2 years, but suddenly, it feels old. That's not an accident. Apple has spent billions of dollars making you feel that way. They've engineered obsolescence into your psychology, not because your phone stopped working, but because you feel like it's outdated. And here's what that feeling costs you. If you upgrade your iPhone every 2 years for your entire adult life, from age 25 to 75, you'll spend over $100,000 on phones, $100,000 on devices that do the exact same thing as the one you already have. Welcome to the upgrade trap. Let me tell you about planned obsolescence. The old version was simple. Make products that break after a certain time. Light bulbs designed to burn out. Printers with kill chips. Washing machines with parts that fail. That's obvious. People get mad. Lawsuits happen. So, companies evolved. The new planned obsolescence isn't about making things break. It's about making things feel broken. Your iPhone 13 works fine, but the iPhone 15 exists, and suddenly, your phone feels slow, old, inadequate. You open Instagram and see influencers with the new model. Your friend upgrades. The Apple Store has bright displays showing what you're missing. The phone in your hand hasn't changed, but your perception of it has. This is psychological obsolescence, and it's more powerful than physical obsolescence, because you can't sue a company for making you feel like you need to upgrade. Here's the business model. Apple doesn't make most of its money from new customers. They make it from existing customers upgrading. You're not buying a phone. You're entering a subscription service where every 2 years, you pay $1,000 for marginal improvements. And the genius part? You volunteer for it. My name is Man, and I spend way too much time thinking about how consumer psychology is weaponized against your wallet. If you're someone who's ever bought a new phone when your old one worked fine, this video is for you. Hit that subscribe button, because next week we're talking about the hustle trap, why your side gig might be costing you more than it earns. Let's calculate the true lifetime cost of upgrade culture. You're 25 years old. You buy the latest iPhone every 2 years until you're 75. Current iPhone price, $1,000, base model. Upgrades over 50 years. 25 times. Simple math. $1,000 times 25 equals $25,000. But that's not the real cost. Inflation exists. Prices go up. Let's assume phone prices increase 3% per year, historical average. Real cost over 50 years, approximately $46,000. But we're still not done, because that $46,000 isn't just money spent. It's money not invested. If instead of buying a new iPhone every 2 years, you invested that $1,000. $1,000 every 2 years equals $500 per year. $500 per year times 50 years at 8% return equals $311,000. You're not spending $46,000 on phones. You're giving up $311,000 in retirement savings. But wait, there's more. Because you're not just upgrading your phone, you're upgrading your laptop every 3 to 4 years, $1,500 each. Your tablet every 4 years, $600 each. Your smartwatch every 3 years, $400 each. Your headphones every 2 years, $300 each. Your TV every 7 years, $1,200 each. Let's add it up over 50 years. Phones, $46,000. Laptops, $18,000. Tablets, $7,500. Smartwatches, $6,600. Headphones, $7,500. TVs, $8,500. Total, $94,100. And that's conservative. That assumes you only buy one of each device. Many people have multiple: work laptop and personal laptop, phone and tablet, multiple pairs of headphones, gaming console plus TV. The real number for tech-heavy consumers? Easily $150,000 plus in lifetime spending. But here's the truly insane part. All of these devices do fundamentally the same things they did 10 years ago. Your iPhone 15 does what the iPhone 6 did. Calls, texts, internet, photos, apps. Sure, it does them better. The camera is nicer, the screen is prettier. But does it do them $1,000 better than your current phone? Let me put it this way. If I offered you $1,000 cash, or a slightly better camera on your phone, which would you take? The cash, obviously. But when it's framed as an upgrade, you take the camera. That's the psychological trick. Now let's talk about how tech companies make your device feel obsolete. Remember when Apple admitted to slowing down old iPhones through software updates? They claimed it was to preserve battery life. Translation: they made your old phone feel slow so you'd upgrade. They paid a $500 million settlement. Cost of doing business. Because even after the fine, the tactic worked. Millions upgraded. The iPhone 14 can do 99% of what the iPhone 15 can do. But certain features are artificially locked to the new model. Not because the hardware can't handle it. Because Apple wants to create differentiation. Action button on iPhone 15 Pro? Your iPhone 14 hardware could do that. Apple just won't let it. Same with many camera features. Same with software tricks. They're selling you features your phone could already do. iMessage, AirDrop, continuity, FaceTime. These features work beautifully if everyone has Apple devices. The moment someone has Android, everything breaks. This isn't an accident. It's designed to make you feel socially pressured to stay in the ecosystem. Green bubbles became a status symbol. Teenagers bully each other over it. Apple fostered that, encouraged it, because every friend who has an iPhone is social pressure on you to upgrade. Apple doesn't just release products, they create events, keynote presentations, media hype, influencer unboxings. They manufacture excitement around marginal improvements. Ceramic Shield is 2 times stronger, 15% faster processor, all new camera system. So how do you break the cycle? Not until it feels old, until it actually doesn't function. Screen cracked beyond use? Then replace. Battery dying after 4 hours? Then replace. Apps won't run? Then replace. Everything else is cosmetic. Aim for 4 to 5 years minimum on phones. 6 to 8 years on laptops. 10 plus years on TVs. Every time you think about upgrading, ask, would I rather have this device or $1,000 invested? In 30 years, that $1,000 becomes $10,000. Is the marginal improvement worth $10,000 of your future? The iPhone 14 today costs 60% of what it did at launch. It does the same things the iPhone 15 does. Buy last year's model. Save $400. Repeat forever. Do you need a new phone? Or do you want to feel like you have the latest? Be honest. Most upgrades are wants disguised as needs. Write down every tech purchase for 1 year. Phone, laptop, accessories, apps, subscriptions. When you see the number, you'll be horrified. Use that horror as motivation. Decouple your identity from your devices. You're not your phone. You're not your laptop. They're tools. Nothing more. When a hammer breaks, you replace it. When it works, you use it. Same with tech. Here's what I want you to remember. Tech companies profit from your boredom. Your desire for novelty, your fear of being left behind. They've convinced you that new is always better. But your old device isn't worse. You've just been conditioned to think it is. Every unnecessary upgrade is $10,000 stolen from your future. Use your devices until they break, not until they bore you. Your brain hears new and interprets it as necessary. But here's the truth. The difference between an iPhone 12 and an iPhone 15 in daily use? Almost zero. You'll never notice the processor speed. The camera quality on a phone screen looks the same. The durability difference is meaningless with a case. But the feeling of having the latest, that's what you're buying. let's talk about why you want to upgrade even when you know you shouldn't. There's a concept in behavioral economics called the endowment effect. Once you own something, you value it less than something new. Your current phone, you're used to it. It's normal, boring. The new phone, it's shiny, novel, exciting. Same with cars, clothes, houses. Familiarity breeds contempt. Tech companies exploit this. They know that after 12 months, you're bored with your phone. Not because it's worse, but because you're used to it. So they time releases perfectly. Right when your phone feels old, even though it isn't, they announce the new. You feel the dopamine hit of novelty, and you chase it. There's also social signaling. In the past, status symbols were cars, watches, houses. Today, it's your tech. Having the latest iPhone signals. You're financially successful, you're up to date, you're part of the in-group. Even though rationally, nobody cares what phone you have, but we're not rational. We're social creatures. We want to belong, and tech companies know this. Apple's marketing isn't, this phone has X specs. It's, this is what creative people use. You're not buying a phone. You're buying an identity. Finally, there's the sunk cost fallacy. You've already bought 5 iPhones. You're invested in the ecosystem. You've got apps, accessories, muscle memory. Switching feels impossible, so you're locked in. And Apple knows once you're in, you'll keep upgrading forever. It's not about the product anymore. It's about the habit. You upgrade because you've always upgraded. If this video changed how you think about upgrades, share it with someone who pre-orders every new iPhone. Next week, the hustle trap. Why your side gig might be costing more than it earns. And remember, the best phone is the one you already have. I'm Man. Thanks for watching.